Hello everyone. So now we are going to study about REAP, how it is used in Palo Alto firewall. So routing information protocol is an interior gateway protocol that was designed for a small IP networks. It is not for currently it is not in use. If you are seeing from the industry point of view, so currently it is not in use. Uh, but it is mentioned in the syllabus, and it is just used for basically it was designed for a small IP network. RIP relies on hop count to determine routes. The best routes have the fewest number of hops. RIP is based on UDP and uses port 520. So in interview, if they ask which port UDP port RIP is used, so we can just say like it used UDP port 520 for route updates. By limiting routes to a maximum of 15 hops. 15 hops से ज़्यादा है support नहीं करता है. The hop helps prevent the development of routing loops, but also limits the supported network size. If more than 15 hops are required, traffic is not routed. अगर 15 से ज़्यादा hop count से तो traffic is not routed. So RIP also can take longer to convert the OS than OSPF and other routing protocols. The firewall support reversion 2. So reversion 1 is not supported in Palo Alto. Reversion 2 is supported in Palo Alto. And at the compare of OSPF and other protocols, CIGRP, its conversion is very less. RIP conversion. Like there are two way to go from one. There are two way to go from source to destination, right? So if one way goes down, it will take more time at the compare of OSPF and EIGRP to send the traffic, send the route. How do you configure? सिंपल आपको कैसे कॉन्फ़िगर करना है मैं यहाँ बता देता हूँ. नेटवर्क में जाने का या वर्चुअल राउट्स में जाने का देयर इज बाय डिफॉल्ट रूल, बट आप यू कैन क्रिएट new rule also. We can add from here. We can put the rules name and all the things. So we'll go through the default and go in default, and there is a static routes. We can also configure a static routes here. We'll go in the REAP, just enabled. There is no need to enable this. By default, reject default route. Our firewall recommend to use reject default route, right? Click on the add. यहाँ पर interface select कर सकते हो. Those are already configured in the firewalls, and enables and authentication profile. If you have any authentication profile, we can simply select the authentication profile. If not, just leave it none. Mode is generally normal, and then click OK. So this is the basic way how to configure RIP in Palo Alto. If you want to configure authentication profile, just click on authentication profile. Suppose if you want like our RIP routes will authenticate then send, right? RIP message authenticate then send. So for that we have to configure authentication profile. We can put the profile name. If you want to put simple password, just put the simple password and confirm that. If you want to use the MD5, generally our firewall or as per the industry, I will recommend to use MD5. So click on MD5 and click on add. Put the key ID. We can put from 0 to 255. Key we can put any password like C or 6123. Confirm, and then click OK. So this is the basic way to configure RIP and RIP routing protocols, in Palo Alto, or RIP authentication in Palo Alto. So this is the way we can configure. बस आगे और पढ़ते रहेंगे.